driving down on a country road. We see on the dashboard a picture of the band, Manchester Orchestra. We also see just the keys dangling. We hear it all. Natural sounds. And then in the rearview mirror, we see Andy with his eyes closed.
His eyes are closed. Suddenly they open, gasp. He sees something, a vision of some sort. He swerves to the side. Crash, crash, noise, flashes.
And then a flash of every single one of the memories from this music video to come with sound, and then the music starts. Super slow motion. And Andy's just recoiling.
He's just slowly floating through the air as glass flies by his face.
We show a wide shot where it looks so minuscule, this car spinning out.
And he starts mouthing the words.
But only ever so slightly. It's almost like he's not singing at all. Almost like he's not moving at all. Glass in front of his face. It's very patient, and then suddenly
he falls backwards. And he's suddenly in the childhood room where he grew up. And on the desk, there's a picture of this girl and a half-written love letter.
Whoa, now he is suddenly in the hunting room, and there's taxidermy deers and a picture of his dad with a deer that he killed.
He walks into the dining room. There he is as a boy standing across from his dad. He's playing with a car, a toy car across
They're having an awkward dinner, and there's an unspoken tension as we slowly see each of their faces.
And so Andy takes the toy car, rams into his dad's milk.
And the milk tumbles, and the dad gets up, frustrated to clean it up.
We cut back to Andy in the car, and there's milk all across the windshield. It's crazy.
And then we're back at dinner, and Andy just knocks things off the table and gets up to leave. And his dad comes over and grabs him by the shoulder and turns around to try to just talk him down and explain.
And suddenly, an airbag bursts from his chest, throwing Andy back into the air.
And Andy's back in the car, airbag hitting him.
Now there's objects in the car floating by him from his room. Clothes, baseball caps, things like that.
A hand comes in and grabs a pillow and stuffs it into a bag. It's Andy running away from home.
He's packing everything he wants, and he takes from the mantle the deer head and puts it onto his backpack, and now he's biking away.
He's biking through the Alabama countryside, down country roads. And at first he's angry, but he starts to just enjoy the freedom. The wind blowing in his hair, he slowly sings along to the lyrics.
He starts to let go of the handlebars. He closes his eyes. He's free, finally.
Now we reveal he's circling around the back of the Piggly Wiggly where the girl he loves from before is smoking a cigarette, and he goes up to her and he gives her the deer.
He hands it over to her, and she looks at it, and she's just kind of confused and kind of laughs.
And he knows that it didn't work. He knows she doesn't love him. He turns and he walks away, pulls a seatbelt out of nowhere. He starts trying to buckle it.
Doesn't matter. Everything explodes.
And he's back in the car, and his dad's picked him up, and his dad's upset with him for running away.
But there's like this passive-aggressive, angry, like disappointment.
We whip out the window, and we're now in the forest. They're in hunting gear, and his dad has taken him on this hunting trip. He's trying to fix things. They see a deer, and his dad hands the gun to his son.
The son looks up at his father, looks at the deer, unsure what to do.
It's time to grow up. A moment. The deer's head explodes. All the items from the memories just explode out the back of the head of the deer. We zoom in on
his face. The kid's terrified. He doesn't know what to do. He runs. His face smashes through the glass as Andy in the car smashes through the glass of his car. He's running through the forest. Everything's exploding around him. Memories. He sees himself in the living room.
As he runs through trees, just piles of leaves just burst into the air.
This whole time in the van, the band is playing in the car. Also the car crash. Glass flying everywhere.
This is a music video, so we do see just guitars and drums flying with the glass. They're part of it.
He trips and he's rolling down a hill now. He's rolling down a hill, but suddenly you realize he's rolling down woods. He's rolling down his living room. He's rolling down his past the Piggly Wiggly.
But also Andy's rolling across the pavement. Cameras are making perfect circles, spinning around the trees and the skyline. Andy on the pavement, Andy in the forest.
He runs by his father. He bursts through his father. He bursts into leaves and clothes.
But now he's on the pavement with a bedsheet with straps. He's in a hospital.
Lights.
Grown-up Andy.
Down the hallway.
He fades out and then wakes back up in a hospital room all by himself.
He looks to the door. His father walks in.
Older now.
He sits down next to Andy and hands him a glass of water.
There's an awkward tension. He takes the glass of water, but it's shaking. He looks to his dad.
His dad nods. Seatbelt.
This is part of the dream. Things explode! Suddenly the bed is a car. We shoot around from reverse and we're in the car with bed sheets.
Through all the memories that he had, and it's the most fun, exhilarating, crashing through the living room, crashing through the pig.
What was dramatic before is now fun. Suddenly it's not Andy, it's boy Andy driving the car.
And the whole band's in the car, screaming along to the music playing.
They're going across the kitchen table, in the toy car, hitting the milk, and then
falls back.
And it's Andy back on the pavement. This was all in his head. A moment as the music fades away and Andy just quietly hums along with natural sounds. A haunting ending. So hopefully that's helpful.